Hi guys, today we are going to be doing a stress relief routine. It's gentle. Intensity is not the goal. The goal of this is connection. So let's just start off by sitting on our mats and just taking some nice deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Feeling our rib cage expand like a balloon. Let's reach our arms up. One more time. All right, let's go ahead and lie back on our mats. Let's just start with the pelvic clock, getting connected with our pelvis. Just imagining the pelvic bone as a bowl. We're tipping and tilting up and down, side to side, around in circles. You can imagine a marble inside rolling around. The rest of our body is nice and quiet. The movement is just happening at the pelvis. Just starting to establish that connection. Go ahead and bring one foot into the tabletop position so you can see your toes. And then bring it back down. Raise the other leg. Just going to alternate legs. I want you to sync your breath to the movement. So if you inhale to lift, exhale to lower. You can switch that, just as long as your breath is synced to the movement. It should just be your leg moving. Our back is firm on the mat, our tailbone heavy on the mat. You can close your eyes. Again, this isn't a time for intensity. This is a time to connect with our breath, getting out of our minds and into our bodies. Go ahead and bring both of your feet together. I want the insides of your feet to be glued together. Bring your arms out to a T to the side, keeping our shoulder blades heavy on the mat. We're just going to drop both of our knees. Our hip raises and our spine twists. Our feet stay stacked on top of one another. Come back up. I'm going to move the cat so you guys can see me. There you go, cat. And drop to the other side. Just going to alternate sides. Again, our shoulder blades stay on the mat. Our legs travel as one unit, really syncing our breath. One more each side. And leave them at the top. Let's grab a hold of our pelvis and do some bent knee openings. So you're going to slowly drop that right knee open, letting your foot roll onto the side. And inhale to bring it back up. Let's do the other side. Thank you, Bean. Thank you. Now let's open both legs at the same time. Bean has decided to clean his whole body during this video. I moved his food so that he wouldn't eat at least. Now let's hold it open and let's just do some little pulses. Cat. Again, remembering to breathe. Just nice, gentle movements. All right, go ahead and bring your feet back up into tabletop. Let's do some femur circles. Hip work is very, very good for stress relief, so that's why you'll notice we're doing a lot of things that involve moving the femur at that hip socket. It just really does wonders for the nervous system. Let's come onto our sides. I'm sorry, cat. Please lay right there. All right, we're gonna lie on our arm. Gonna have our feet bent, hand on pelvis. Just gonna raise and lower. We're not raising super far. I don't want you rolling back. I just want you to raise as far as you can without moving any other part of your body. And close your eyes. Just really sink in with your breath. Breathing consistently, moving in a nice fluid motion. Let's hold it at the top here. Gonna float it down to about just hip height, and then we're just gonna extend, keeping that bent knee shape. I don't want you moving your knee. We're just keeping that bent shape and moving like we're marching. When you extend your leg, you're just about parallel, just about in a straight line. If you go any further back, you'll notice that your back moves, and we want to keep a straight back. We want to just feel that stretch at that hip. Now we're going to do leg circles. It helps to place one hand on the ground, and we're going to extend that other leg, and we're just going to draw some circles with our toes. Just really moving around that femur bone. I always think these feel really, really nice. All right, let's switch and go the other way. All right, let's come into a child's pose. Taking a couple nice deep breaths here. We're in no rush. Let's come on to the other side. Lying on our arm, legs are bent. Just gonna start by opening and closing. Making sure we're not going too high. Let's bring it to hip height. Go back until your leg is straight or your femurs nice and straight with your pelvis. And bring it back. I don't know if you guys can see Cat. He is just really going to town when cleaning his fur. And once again, as usual, he's been lying out in the sunroom all morning, even when I was on the mat earlier. Comes out just for you guys. All right, let's draw some circles. Really staying connected with our breath. I know I keep mentioning it, but it's so easy to forget. And if a move is challenging or you start to get tired, we naturally just hold our breath, and that makes it much more difficult. Go ahead and reverse. Alright, we're going to come onto our backs. We're going to do an assisted roll-up. Legs up into tabletop. Grab the backs of your thighs. Tuck your chin to your chest and raise your shoulder blades off of the mat. Straighten your arms and let gravity pull you up. So we're sitting in a nice long position. Our feet are going to be straight. Bring our arms up, tuck our chin to our chest, and roll into a nice spine stretch. Let's restack our spine. Imagine that string at the top of your head, and as you inhale, you're lengthening towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, curl forward. Remember, we're curling our spine, we're not hinging. Let's come back up. And from here, we're going to tip our pelvis to that 12 o'clock. We're going to roll back, slowly and controlled. Let's come into a happy baby. Just grab your feet. We're just going to hang out here for just a second. You can rock and roll. You can bring your legs together and apart. You don't have to move at all. This stretch just feels so good. Just a bit longer. Now let's bring our legs into a tabletop position. We're gonna extend that left leg away, curl your head, neck, and chest off of the mat. We're gonna take our right hand and grab the outside of our right ankle, left hand on the inside of that right knee. We're gonna press that shin into our hands. We're gonna tug, tug, switch, outside hand to outside ankle, tug, tug, switch. Again, pressing that shin into our hands, focusing on the stretch of that extended leg. Don't forget to breathe. Three more. Last one. Let's come back into a happy baby. Just hang out here. Hope you guys are feeling nice and relaxed. 15 minutes in. Let's go ahead and do the assisted roll up one more time. Chin to chest. Let gravity take you. And let's come into a butterfly. I will face you guys. I don't know if you guys did these a lot in gym class. I was never flexible in school. So like kids would be able to like touch their head to their feet and I would be really jealous. I'm much more flexible now thanks to Pilates. This one always feels really nice. All right, and that concludes it. This one was a little bit more gentle than some of the other ones, but I thought it was a good idea at the end of week 2 of our gentle progression series to kind of have a little break and just have something where we're moving for the sake of moving and connecting rather than, you know, trying to push through some of the tougher choreography or trying to build on our endurance. Just taking some time to breathe and stretch on the mat is sometimes all that we really need. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope that you feel a bit more calm, a bit more light, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe on the mat.